So it's loading day here for us, Sunseeker Southampton. So we're just leaving Ocean Village on this 95, heading into the docks so we can come alongside the ship where we'll get her into position, put the strops on, ready to see her onto the deck as cargo, moving on for her new journey down to the Adriatic seas. So you're just having a little walk around here. Boat's fully prepped for shipping now, so cabins are all stowed and we're just now making ready with ropes and fenders where we'll come and tie alongside the ship for final preparations. So we'll just have a quick look around the interior. You can see obviously things like upholstery are all covered up. We leave the blinds up, just something left to rattle around. We don't know what the sea state's going to be like on the way down south. See, wrapping up things like furniture here so that nothing loose can move about. Bearing in mind the boat weighs around 80 tons, so really very little likelihood of rolling around too much. So everything's nicely stowed inside to keep all the decks completely clear outside, so stripping off covers and canopies and what have you. Just have a wander down the lower decks here. I'll turn some lights on so you can see. Twin bed cabins here, there's two of these. It's a 5 cabin layout, this particular boat. And then the aft cabins here. Again, you see all the exterior. There's a lot of exterior cushions on one of these, so all nicely stowed away. Just head back up and I'll show you the bridge here. So we've got this, say, central bridge. So just steaming underway here. We've got an external helm where the captain is at the moment, but talking through screens and what have you. So you can see here we're just on the Itchen River, which is just in top of Southampton here. We come around the docks and then we're going down to this berth here in the western docks where we'll meet the ship. So here we are up on the fly bridge. It's a beautiful boat. See the docks here. Some of the large car carriers that take Land Rovers and other vehicles that are produced here in the UK off all over the world. So it's one of the busiest freight ports in the UK, here in Southampton. So here we are, just arriving down in the docks. See the ship that we'll be going on onto the deck today. So this morning there's a Sunseeker 52 Manhattan behind, there's a Princess 52 here. Also 2 boats heading south. Our 52 Manhattan is off to Croatia, as well as the boat that we're on now. And they'll use two cranes here, so they're going to pick the boat up in tandem and they'll squeeze her through that gap in the middle and stick her onto the deck before they start tying down. So here we are, stood on the deck of the freighter. You see 95 stood alongside here. We've turned all the systems off. She's locked down now, so as far as we're concerned we're off the boat, and it's now over to the loadmaster here from 7 Star, who's basically going to talk them through the positioning of the slings. The rib in the water over there is the diving team, so they'll position the slings into the water in the appropriate place, ready to pick the boat up and manoeuvre her into position to lower onto the deck. So you just see the divers have gone in now to position the strops, and then they'll take the slack up, they'll move the yacht away from the ship's hull to give a little bit of clearance before they start the lift. So you can see she's now clear of the water. They're just starting the lift. See the freighter's heeling over here slightly, so they'll ballast onto the port side of the freighter here to level the boat, counteract the weight. So we're getting on 80 tons for a yacht of this size, so we need to obviously counteract that. She's on the twin cranes here and they'll slew round between the 2 cranes and put her on the deck in the middle, hopefully in about the next 30 minutes. So here she is coming up now. See the ship's ballasted up to counterbalance the weight of the yacht. See the guys are starting to prepare the deck here for where she'll be loading down into position once she's been manoeuvred through these 2 tower cranes. It's quite a feat to see this up close, so it's a real engineering challenge for the 2 crane drivers who are sat up in the little towers. You can see them up the top here. as they're picking the boat up independent. So the ships obviously are used for all sorts of deck cargo. These are lids on top of bulk carrier underneath, so they carry all manner of different cargoes, and the yachts sit on top. So we're using 7 staff for this journey, which is one of the 2 main carriers that we do a lot of work with. They've got 2 load masters who are down on the deck in front of us here, managing the process of seeing her onto the ship. So you can see her now hanging between the 2 derrick cranes here on the deck. So you can see how much larger she is than the gap that she's just gone through. So it's a real engineering feat watching the guys manoeuvre. So the deck load masters have done an incredible job here to get her into position. So they'll just bring her forward now, rotate her around and lower her onto the deck, where they'll start then to secure the strops and the cradles and what have you.